this is Nishveda, and we all know that due to this pandemic situation, this is the only way to conduct seminar through social media. And our group members are Santra, Thursina, Jazim, and Vishnupriya. And the seminar topic for our group is about tenses. I think all are really tensed about tenses, but there is nothing to be really get tensed about tenses. And that tenses are actually, the definition of tenses is the ability of the verb to situate themselves in time. That means there are three times that are now, later, and then. That means we have three tenses, that is present tense, past tense, and future tense. And it's also having four aspects, that is simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. If you're going to the detailed study about tenses, it will be a little bit confused, but I think our group members can help you to get rid of this confusion. In every languages, we can see that grammatical means to indicate any action or in story, or if you are talking to anyone, there is a really big need importance of tenses. That means we have to study about tenses very clearly. And the present tense is going to be taken by Sandra, and let's see the detailed explanation about tenses. Thank you.
Hello guys, myself Sandra. Today I am gonna take about tenses. Tenses is very easy to learn, but every people is very scared when they hear about tenses. So, shall we start? Okay. First of all, what is tenses? Anyone know? Tenses is an action with respect to time. Tenses depend upon time and also it is an action. Tenses is classified into three. They are present, past and future. I'm going to take about present tense right now. Okay. The present tense is again classified into four. Simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. In simple present is usually used for describing about habit, routine or universal fact. I will give you some examples so you can learn everything very easily. Okay. Habit, routine and universal fact is described for simple present. Okay. Habit. I drink coffee every day. It is an example for habit. I drink coffee every day. Routine. I do not go to office on Friday. It is a routine work. Universal fact. Earth revolves around the sun. Earth revolves around the sun. It is an universal fact. So, for describing universal fact, habit, routine, we use simple present tense. Okay. Next, present continuous. Present continuous is usually used for explaining about continuous process. Okay. The structure of present continuous is subject plus is am are plus V1 plus ing form. If the tense is continuous, we usually use verb V1, first form of the verb. Okay. For we already said that subject plus is am are plus ing form or V1 plus ing form. The is usually used for singular form such as she, he, it or name, any name. Okay. R is usually used for plural form like you, they, we, etc. For example, you are watching my video, isn't it? It is an example for present continuous. Raju is shooting our video. Raju is shooting our video. It is an example for present continuous. Next we can go to present perfect tense. The present perfect tense, the structure is subject plus has or have plus V3 form. We use V3 form in present perfect tense. Okay. For example, first of all, I would like to say something that has is usually used for singular form and have is used for plural form, and we use only V3 form in present perfect tense. For example, she has explained tenses. She has explained tenses. They have understood everything. They have understood everything. Did you recognize the difference between these two examples? She has explained well or explained tenses. They have understood everything. She is a singular form, so we use has here, and they have understood everything. There is a plural form, so we use have here. Okay. Then present perfect continuous. I already said that if the tense is in continuous form, we usually use verb first form of the verb. So the structure is subject plus have been or has been plus V1 plus ing form. Has been is usually used for singular form and have been is usually used for plural form. So, for example, I have been working a lot lately. I have been working a lot lately. That is, we already know that I is a plural form. So, we usually use have been for I. I is a plural form, so we use have been for the example. Okay. It has been raining all week. It has been. It is a what? It is a singular form. So we usually use has been for these examples. We have been playing computer games. We have been. We means plural form. We have been playing computer games. So these are the examples for present perfect continuous form. Again, I will repeat it again. The structure of present perfect continuous is subject plus has been or have been plus ing form. This all about present tenses. So present tense is again classified. We can conclude it once more. The tenses is classified into present, past and future tense. The present tense is again classified into four. They are simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. It is all about present tense. Next we can learn about past. It will taken by Tarzina. So thank you. I am concluding my words. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I myself Tasina from 2nd BA English. As Sandra said, I am gonna take here about the past tense. First of all, we'll see what is a past tense. Past tense is said that action that was already happened. Okay, past tense is said that the action that was already happened. As present tense, past tense too has four aspects, that is simple past, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous. We'll see what is simple past. This tense is used to describe an action that was already happened. Its structure is subject plus V2 plus O. Okay. Now, which I say, we'll see example. I played football yesterday. I played football yesterday. It's a positive form. The simple past also has negative form. The structure of the negative form is subject plus did not plus V1. For example, I didn't play football yesterday. First we said that I played football yesterday. That is a positive form. When it comes to negative form, it becomes I didn't play football yesterday. It also has a question form. The structure of the question form is did plus subject plus V1. For example, did you play football yesterday? This is about a simple past. Now next we'll see what is past continuous. This tense is used to describe the past action that was ongoing. This action may have been interpreted or another action also occurred. The structure of the past continuous is subject plus was or were plus V plus ing. For example, it was raining when Priya left. It was raining when Priya left. In this tense, we should note that when I or she or he or it, if this comes, we'll use was. Whereas where or they or you comes, we'll use where. Okay, we should note it. Simple past, here too we have a negative form, that is subject plus was or were plus not. Now we'll see its negative form. The structure of the negative form is subject plus was or were not plus V1 plus ing. For example, it was not raining when Priya left. It was not raining when Priya left. It also has a question form. When it comes to a question form, the structure is was or were plus subject plus ing. This is what about a past continuous. Now next we'll see what is a past perfect. Past perfect. This tense is used to describe an action that was finished before another past action. This tense is used to describe an action that was finished before another past action. The structure of the past perfect is subject plus had plus V3. Okay. For example, he had written a letter. He had written a letter. Okay. Now we'll see its negative form. When it comes to a negative form, the structure becomes subject plus had not plus V3. Okay. Example, I had not written a letter. Okay. I had not written a letter. When I said in positive form, it is I had written a letter. When it comes to negative form, I had not written a letter. Even past continuous too has a question form. Its question form structure is had plus subject plus V3. Had he written a letter? This is what about a past perfect. Last but not least, we'll see what is past perfect continuous. Come on, let's see last one. The last one is past perfect continuous. We'll see what is that. This tense is used to describe an action that started in the past and continued till another action or time in the past. Okay, once more. This tense is used to describe an action that started in the past and continued till another action or time in the past. The structure of the past perfect continuous is subject plus had been plus verb plus ing. Subject plus had been plus verb plus ing. For example, it had been raining from morning. It had been raining from morning. It also has a negative form. The structure of the negative form is subject plus had not plus been plus verb plus ing. Its negative form is subject plus had not been plus V plus ing. For example, it hadn't been raining from morning. The opposite of positive. Okay. It also has a question form. The structure of the question form is had plus subject plus been plus ing. This is what about a past tense. I think you all have understood my small ideas. Next is a future tense that will be taken by a friend Jasim. Thank you.
Hello everyone, how are you? Hoping everyone are fine and happy. So myself Jasim, and I'll be taking the future tense. The topic which I have got today is the future tense. Okay, so what is future tense? How can we use the future tense? In what all way? So all these things are explained in this particular topic. Okay, so my friends, we might have given you some ideas regarding the past and the present. So I'll be giving something about the future tense. Okay, let's move on to the topic which is assigned to me. So the topic which I have got is the future tense. Okay, so what is future tense? Future tense are nothing but an action which will happen in the future. Alright, the action or an event which will happen in the future are called as the future tense. So as same as the past and the present, we have also got the 4 criteria like perfect, continuous, something like that. Okay, so the first one is the simple future. Okay, the simple future are those which are used to predict future possibilities. So they are called as the future tense, and the format is will plus V1. That means verb 1. Okay, will plus verb 1, And the examples are, I will go to the market. I will go to the market. And the next one is, I will never leave you alone. I will never leave you alone. So that is the example for the future simple. Okay, so the next one is the future continuous or the future progressive. Okay, it is defined as an action which will be happening to a certain point. Okay, so the format is will be plus v1 plus ing. Will be plus v1 plus ing. That means verb 1 is used. Okay, the examples are, she will be coming at 7 o'clock. Okay, she will be coming at 7 o'clock. And regarding this tense, that means the future continuous or the future progressive tense is used in most of the announcements, especially like the metro stations, the aeroplanes, in the aeroplanes, etc. You may be, if you are a very good traveler, you will be, or you are flying in the flight, you may have heard of the pilot getting an announcement like the flight is expected to reach at 9 o'clock. So that particular announcement, when you get into, or when you hear all such announcement, you can be very sure that that is future continuous or future progressive. Okay, so most of the announcements in metro station, even in the metro station, we are able to hear. So you can be very much sure that the future continuous or future progressive are the reason behind that sort of announcements. Okay, so that is the future progressive. And next, when we go to the third one, okay, the third one is the future perfect. Okay, so the future perfect is nothing but an action that will occur in future before another action takes place. Okay, and the format is will plus have plus v3. Okay, will plus have plus v3. v3 in the sense verb 3. Okay, or else verb 3. Okay, the examples are, I will have finished studying by the time you will arrive. Okay, the second one is, she will have reached home by now. Okay, so we have completed the 3 tenses, and the last but not the least, this is the future perfect continuous tense. Okay, the format is will have plus been plus v1. That means verb 1 plus ing. And the example is, you will have been waiting for 2 hours when her plane arrives. Okay, so these are the 4 tenses, subtenses, in the sense the future and its subordinates. Okay, so these are all the topics which I have got. Okay, hoping everyone might have understood. Okay, thank you.
Hi everyone, this is me again, Shweta. Due to some inconvenience, Vishnupriya can't handle her part, so I'm going to take her part. So we are going to conclude our seminar section. Before concluding our seminar section, I'm just giving you some brief description about what are tenses. So I think you're very clear about what are tenses, but it's a very simple section what I'm taking now. And let's go to the tenses. We know that there are 3 types of tenses, that are present tense, past tense and future tense. So let's go to what is present tense. Present tense has also having 4 aspects that we all know, that in 4 aspects are simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. So let's move to what is simple present tense. Simple present tense is a thing that means what is it for act or habit, we can say like that. And the form of subject plus V1, or we can add SOES according to the first person and second person. So for an example, I will be giving you, I drink coffee every morning. So this is a habit. So this is an example for simple present tense. If I'm going to say about present continuous, that is the actions that is happening now. That means while I'm speaking, what is the action is happening now? That is the present continuous. That means form or subject plus is or am plus or are plus ing, verb plus ing. So here we can say it is raining outside. So this is what the thing is happening now. So that we can include in present continuous. That is therefore it's an example for present continuous. And next one is present perfect. Present perfect is actually the form of subject plus have or as plus V3, that is past participle. That means it's an experiences, we can say. That means Ashley has visited France 4 times. So this is an experience. So this is what we can say for present perfect. Next one is the last aspect of present tense is present perfect continuous. That means the action that started in the past but still going on. That means still continuing. That means I have been waiting for the doctor for 2 hours. That means the action has started in the past but it's still continues. So for you can give an example that I have been waiting to see the doctor for 2 hours. That's all for present tense and its 4 aspects. To move to past tense, and we know that the same aspects are also in the past tense but the form will be different. So what is simple past? Simple past, the form is subject plus V2. That means completed actions in the past. That is a simple past tense. That means for an example, I played soccer with my friends last Saturday. That is a completed action here. So here we have used I played. So we add ed. So in irregular verbs we can't add ed. And that's all for simple past tense. And we're going to move about past continuous. Past continuous, that is the form is subject plus was or verb plus ing. I was having dinner with my family when the doorbell rang. So here we can see it's unfinished ongoing activity, that we can give a definition for past continuous. Next we are going to move to perfect. That is past perfect. Past perfect, subject plus had plus V3. That means past participle. We can see the when there will be 2 or more action will be there. Like when we go to theater, the movie had started. The movie had started means yes, it's having 2 sentences. That is when we go to theater, the movie had started. We can say the 2 actions we can see. That is the past perfect. When we are going to past perfect continuous, the definition is simple. The first past action continuing. That means the subject plus had been plus ing. That means the former subject plus had been plus ing. That means the ground was wet because it had been raining. So this is what, yeah, it's something has happened in the past but it's still continuing. That is about past perfect continuous. So this is the simple thing. That means I'm just giving you a brief description. That's why I'm going very fastly. And that's all for past tense. Okay, and the next part is about future tense. And what is future tense? That means future, and we all are scared about our future, right? But nothing is scared to study what is future tense. And there are 3 types of forms for simple future. 3 forms are there for simple future. That means going to, present continuous, and will. That means going to means it's a plan, and present continuous means it's an arrangement. And will is what? Will be a promise or offering something. For example, going to, I'm just giving an example for going to. Okay, we are going to buy a car. It's a plan. We are going to buy a car. If I'm saying that I am having lunch with my parents on Saturday, that is an arrangement. I am having lunch with my parents on Saturday. So this is an arrangement. And now we are going to move to the third form as will. I will get your car. That is an instant decision. It's a instant offer, promise. This is the third form of future simple. Now we are going to move to future continuous. Future continuous means subject plus will be plus ing. This is a form. That means I will be working until late. This is an example we can give for future continuous. And also we can add fixed or routine events like I will be staying on the hotel in London. So this is the future thing which is going to happen. That means it's a fixed thing. That means there is no change, or like routine events. And now we are going to move to perfect. That means future perfect. Subject plus will, have plus verb. That means verb 3. That is past participle. That means completed actions in the future. By August, Jazim will have saved rupees 1 lakh. So this is the thing which is a completed actions in the future by August. That is the thing. That is a thing. This is which is completed actions in the future. By August, Jasim will have saved rupees 1 lakh. And we're going to move about future continuous. It's also very future perfect continuous. Okay. Future perfect continuous subject plus will have been plus verb plus ing. That means ongoing activities on the future. By August, Jasim will have been saving money for 6 months. So this is an example. I'm just giving an example, okay, because Jasim has taken future tense for you, so that's why I just mentioned his name here. By August, Jasim will have been saving money for 6 months, and this is about future perfect continuous. I think you all are very clear about tenses, and our group members can I think our group members really helped you to clear what is tenses. If you have made any mistakes, please apologize for it. Thank you.